going to be a jump. Now here it looked like a jump. There, this looks like a foul to me.
Yeah.
Indiana, and you can see Caitlin saying you were right in front of her. What made you?
You just never know what's going to happen. It was worse than I thought from looking at it.
But when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing?
The WNBA just got exposed. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark absolutely erupted from the bench after one of the most brutal no-calls in recent history. Sophie Cunningham got body slammed to the hardwood, yet somehow no whistle, no foul, nothing. And Clark, who's been sidelined with injury, couldn't take it anymore. "You were right in front of her. Why did you change your mind?" she screamed at the referee. Fans were stunned. Players were furious. And what happened next turned a regular season matchup into a full-blown scandal. This isn't just about one missed call. It's about everything wrong with officiating in the WNBA right now. And you better believe the drama is just beginning.
That's a PNW win! W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
Oh my gosh. That one just aged me, but we're getting better. Shoot, good win. Win's a win. A dub is a dub, so keep on rolling. Good job! I'm really proud of you guys. There were so many ways in a close game and in game situation where we grew today that were huge for us, y'all. That will pay dividends, so great job. I'm proud of you guys. Everybody contributed. Everybody came in and gave us a lift. Kels, I know it was a tough day, but the way you facilitated and that one big jumper that you made, we dug in and got stops when we needed to. I mean, big time win, y'all. Big time win.
Sophie Cunningham had just pulled down a clean defensive rebound. A Storm player came flying in and threw her to the ground. The ref, standing right there like it was a street ball game at the park. No call. Zero accountability. Caitlin Clark couldn't believe it. This is the kind of physicality the WNBA claims it's cracking down on. Instead, they're letting players get manhandled while refs swallow their whistles. Cunningham lay there shocked, holding onto the ball while chaos unfolded around her. And this is the environment the Fever have had to navigate all season.
We have updates and our recovery's going well. You know, it's just, I think for us staying the course and making sure that we're really diligent about each step that we take and that we don't have setbacks and that we're patient with it. I know she wants to be out here on the floor and we want her out here on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing. You know, I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and go.
Even in street clothes, Caitlin Clark became the focal point of the game. After 7 games out due to a groin injury, she couldn't sit silently anymore. Her raw frustration boiled over. You were right in front of her. Why didn't you blow the whistle? That moment wasn't just emotional, it was symbolic. It showed exactly why fans are losing trust in WNBA officiating. This wasn't just a missed call. It was a blatant disregard for player safety, and the league's biggest star called it out in real time.
Like, I don't even know what the players can do because the players aren't being protected. And I know so many of the times, like, we're talking about this when it comes to the Indiana Fever, but this does happen across the league. There are many plays that we could pull up. Do you guys have any suggestions on what can actually be done? The coaches get fined when they call them out to the media. Like, this is a top-down issue. This is a commissioner's issue.
The officiating disaster goes way beyond Indiana. Just ask Becky Hammon or Kelsey Plum, who showed up to her post-game presser bleeding. Referees have completely lost control of the game. They can't recognize fouls, can't manage game flow, and are letting physical play spiral into outright violence. Sophie Cunningham was fined $500 for a TikTok calling refs useless, yet actual assault on the court draws no punishment. Is this what Commissioner Kathy Engelbert calls professional basketball? Fans aren't buying it, and neither are players.
The Fever did everything possible to blow a game, but still come out with the win. That was a near epic level collapse, folks. Wow, it should have never gotten that close. Lexi Hull, Stephanie White, waited till the very, very last minute to put Hull in on defense. She should have been in there from 2 minutes in, 2.5 minutes in on defense. They could not seem to get a big rebound to save their life, and this almost turned into a disaster.
The Indiana Fever just almost pushed me to a heart attack. The Indiana Fever nearly blow a 12-point fourth quarter lead. We allow the Seattle Storm to go on an 11-0 run in the fourth quarter. Stephanie White, I keep telling y'all, I don't trust her. I'm sorry. We give up a 11-0 run within the last 4 minutes to let this team cut the lead down to 1.
While the officiating burned headlines, Sophie Cunningham lit up the scoreboard. She scored 17 points on 5 of 6 shooting and hit every one of the Fever's 3-pointers. That's right, Indiana was 4 of 21 from deep, and Sophie made all 4. While others folded, she rose. Her confidence? Through the roof. Since that viral fight in Connecticut where she defended Clark, Sophie's been reborn as the Blonde Bomber. 800K new followers, jersey sales exploding, and performances like this one show she's not just flash, she's a force.
And I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other team get these ticky-tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I get fouled like that every possession. The king gets fouled like that in the post all the time, and they don't call it, and I don't know what else to do. Like, it's really frustrating though. I'm like, I feel, I mean, there are multiple shots at the end of the game, either into the third, into the fourth, where they're just coming and swinging, and they just don't call it.
But let's be real, it almost turned into another Indiana meltdown. Up 13 in the third, the Fever let Seattle claw all the way back. They gave up an 11-0 run in the fourth quarter. At one point, the lead was just 1. Longtime Fever fans? Probably reaching for heart medication. And here's where coaching matters. Stephanie White's rotations were questionable. Lexi Hull wasn't inserted until the final minute for defense. These mistakes nearly cost Indiana the game.
Big games from Sophie Cunningham, the only player on the Indiana Fever to make her 3 tonight. The Indiana Fever were 4 of 21 from downtown, and Sophie Cunningham hit all 4 of those 3s. 17 points, and the difference between this and the Lynx game, which was Sophie Cunningham's last really good breakout game, this wasn't late. This was, oh, we're struggling offensively, somebody needs to come through, and Sophie Cunningham came through for him.
Part of the problem? Kelsey Mitchell had one of the worst shooting nights of her career. 3 of 16 from the floor, 0 of 8 from 3. At times, it felt like she was scoring more for Seattle than Indiana. Mitchell has become the league's most unpredictable shooter, a literal roller coaster. One night, she's dropping 25. The next, she's throwing up bricks. For a team missing Caitlin Clark, that kind of inconsistency is dangerous.
Sophie the Blonde Bomber, Sophie the Trophy, lit it up again tonight. Man, she has been nothing short of spectacular as of late. 5 of 6 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 17 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Sophie, the Blonde Bomber, has been on fire. Sophie stepped it up in a big time way. That is what you need. When your best player is out, you need the ancillary pieces to step up and deliver. And that is what Sophie Cunningham has been doing.
Thank goodness Aaliyah Boston remembered she's an all-star. She went for 16 points and 12 rebounds and carried Indiana through the most critical stretch of the fourth quarter. Her 9 straight points down the stretch saved this game. Boston's form had dipped since Clark went down, but she's finally looking dominant again. Aggressive in the paint, active on defense. If she sustains this, Indiana becomes very dangerous.
Am I ever advocating for players to throw other players on the ground? No, like we've seen so much of it throughout the WNBA. He watches this happen right in front of him. There's so much contact on the play and he does nothing. He doesn't blow his whistle. He doesn't stop the play. He doesn't call a foul.
Veteran Natasha Howard also deserves credit. Back-to-back 21-point games. Her basketball IQ and calm presence have been crucial during Clark's absence. She doesn't force shots. She cuts, moves, and makes smart decisions. When things start spiraling, younger players look to her. And that's exactly what championship caliber teams need. A vet who leads without drama and shows up every night.
Boy, they almost blew it. Nonsensical whistles to stop runs, or how about blowing a whistle to stop the other team's run? Coming out in the second half, I will never back off of this. When you come out in the second half and you start losing leads, that is a coaching issue. I don't care what sport you're in. All right? Because what that tells you is the opposing coach went into the second, in the halftime, made adjustments. The other team comes out, and they start figuring it out. Well, it's up to your coach. It's up to your coach to make adjustments against that adjustment.
Seattle had every chance to win this game. They missed 3 wide-open threes in the final minutes, including a potential game-tying buzzer beater. Diggin Smith, Nneka, Gabby Williams, all had chances. All came up short. For a team trying to make a playoff push, these missed opportunities are devastating. The Storm are now 16-13 and spiraling just as the playoff race tightens.
Kelsey Mitchell could not get it going today. And I told y'all, she is a roller coaster. You got to remember, she went off versus the Sky. Then she was, 8 for 24. Then she had a good game. Then she was down again. Then last game she was up. This game she's down again at 3 of 16. This is Kelsey Mitchell. She's a roller coaster. She's a roller coaster. She gave you 9 points on 3 of 16, shooting 0 of 8 from 3.
Indiana is now 17-12 and tied with Seattle in the standings. But here's the wild part. They've won 5 straight without Caitlin Clark. A team that looked lost without her earlier this year is now 9-7 in her absence. The chemistry is clicking. The defense is tightening. And Sophie has emerged as a genuine leader. This win was about more than standings. It was about belief. But Clark's return is still a mystery. She arrived in shorts, looking ready to suit up, but never checked in. Is she almost ready? Or is something more serious going on? The Fever are being tight-lipped, and it's creating anxiety among fans. With the playoffs looming, every game and every decision matters. One glaring issue remains: Indiana's bench. Outside of spot minutes, they gave the team almost nothing. No scoring. No spark. That won't cut it in the playoffs. You can't lean on Sophie Cunningham to be perfect every night. Coach Stephanie White has to find some production from her second unit, or this Cinderella run could end early. Caitlin Clark's outburst may have lit the match, but it's Sophie Cunningham who's carrying the torch. The Fever are finding ways to win through grit, fight, and frustration. But unless the WNBA fixes its referee problem and Indiana finds real depth, this story could go south quick. What do you think? Was that foul on Sophie the worst no call of the year? And should Clark be back already? Drop your takes in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button if you're tired of corrupt officiating.